I'm not sure what you're hoping to find. We both seen Derek Wells, and the guy looks nothing like Julian Jerome.
From what I hear, I should not make the mistake of underestimating Julian Jerome. So I'm going to prepare myself, do what I have to do. Fortunately, I got somebody in town who can help me out with that.
I just talked to him. Told him how serious we are.
What'd he say?
He should be here in a minute.
No, I'm sorry, Patrick. Anna's still in Switzerland.
Did she give you any idea when she's going to be back?
No. No, she didn't. I think she's dealing with the situation.
Anything serious?
No. No, nothing that she can't handle. And when she does, she'll be on her way home.
All right, well, can you let me know when you hear from her? I've got something to talk to Anna about. It's important.
Of course. You have my word. You take care, Patrick.
Thank you. You too.
How am I supposed to do this? The cure that I developed for Jerry took over a year to synthesize. I mean, even if I can do it again, Jerry doesn't have that kind of time. He'll die before the medicine can be duplicated. Jerry's been very clear about what's at stake. If I don't cure him, I never get to go home and see my family. Neither do you.
No harm will come to your baby boy. On the contrary, he has a great future ahead of him. Soon we will all be together. One big happy family at last.
Hey. Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
Oh, it's all right. Probably doesn't do me any good to keep watching this anyway.
No. I know you're worried, but the flight attendant just made the announcement to turn off all electronic equipment. We just started our descent. We'll be over soon.
Do you know how long until we land in Athens?
I'd say about 30 minutes or so. There's a car waiting for us, and I've chartered a boat to take us to the island. There's a couple of small service piers outside the main compound where we can dock without being seen.
And you really think my mother has been there?
Well, once I rewatched the video and knew what I was looking at, I recognized it right away. Yeah, your mother was definitely at Castellan Island.
Jerry has made it very clear. If he dies, then I die. Why shouldn't I believe him, right? He's ruthless. But then what happens to you? What if I never, ever get to see my family ever again? Oh my God. Mom?
Oh my God.
Mom, you found me!
Robin. Oh.
I knew you would, Mom. I knew you would come and get me.
We have to get out of here. We don't have much time. We have to.
Do you think I'm here to save you, you little twit?
What? What? Oh, please. No. No.
Look, what I'm about to tell you has got to remain within strictest
Anna. Well, we're glad to see you.
Yeah. Oh, it's a relief to be back. See you on your feet.
Yeah, well, my nursemaid here keeps insisting I...
Hey, don't blame me. It's doctor's orders.
So, did you talk to Thing about the thing?
You don't have to speak in code. Robert was just about to tell me about the case you're working on. I gather it's big.
You could say that.
Look, you two, I may not have bureau training, but I got plenty of experience in the field. Is there anything I can do to help?
It still doesn't make any sense. I mean, why would my mother be hiding out at your family's estate? She'd only take Ben to bring him to my father, and my father's not in Greece.
No, you're right. Faison is in a Supermax facility in Steinmauer, right?
In Switzerland.
Right, but it's just a short flight from Athens. I mean, your mother wouldn't just show up with a baby and ask for a visit. I mean, she needs a base of operations.
And your family's island, is it? I mean, do you rent it out, run an ad in the Better Travel magazines?
No, but your mother would be aware of the island.
How?
Well, for one thing, my grandmother hired Faison to facilitate a kidnapping.
Whose?
My half-brother, Lucky Spencer. It's a long and painful story, but the point is, my grandmother and Faison once worked together, and my father, Stavros, was treated at your mother's facility, so...
So you think my mother was granted access to your family's island?
Yeah, and she may not even need permission to be there. Like, my entire family has basically been wiped out. Right? I own the island, but I seldom visit. There's just too many bad memories. But there's a whole compound there. A main house, outer buildings, not to mention a state-of-the-art laboratory in the basement.
You're kidding.
No, not even a little. That island is a ready-make hideout for your mother and Faison to squat at.
Oh, forgive the theatrics, mate, and I simply couldn't resist seeing the look on your face. I thought you would guess the game before I revealed my true identity. One would think you'd be all too aware of what a good mask can do.
You're even sicker than I thought you were.
Made you more weak. Tell me, who wins?
Where's Jerry?
Recovering from his unfortunate shoulder injury.
Okay, so what, this is your new plan? Are you going to kidnap my mother so you can replace her too?
Please, I have no intentions of masquerading as your mother. Working 8 hours a day behind a desk on a government salary, that's torture. I needed a mask to procure someone else.
Who?
That would be me.
So thank you, for coming by today.
You're very welcome, although your associate made it perfectly clear I didn't have much choice.
Yeah, well, you can be pretty intimidating, as you can probably see.
Well, whatever our mutual interests are, I hope this doesn't take too long.
I want to ask you a few questions about an old friend of yours, Julian Jerome.
We were no friends.
Associate.
What about him?
I'm sure you've heard about what happened to my recent shipment.
A coffee shipment, wasn't it?
A freighter exploded as it approached the pier.
I was with Anna when she got the report, and I was later on the scene, and apparently there wasn't much evidence.
That was the first incident. Sure, it wasn't the biggest.
Do you have any idea who's targeting you?
Yeah, Sean, he's been interviewing, the competition, talked to one of the enforcers.
Did he offer up any insight?
As a matter of fact, he did. His boss's name? Julian Jerome.
Well, I guess the man was lying to you, because Julian Jerome is dead.
I was hoping that maybe you can tell me something about his dad.
Well, apparently he died in a gunfight.
With who?
Me. Or rather, the person who was pretending to be me.
My dear Robin, it's been a long time.
Stay away from me. So this is why you abandoned your grandson and left him with me? So you could break this psychopath out of prison?
I knew you'd take good care of the baby. And as much as I love my Liebchen, you would have gotten in the way of a jailbreak.
You can't bring Ben to my father. She'd bring my father to Ben. She'd have to break him out.
Again, Steinmauer is a maximum security prison. It's supposed to be escape-proof.
Look, it's not a problem for my mother. She's capable of anything, especially when it comes to my father.
You can't go down this road right now. It's not good for you or Ben to speculate on any of this.
You know something, don't you? Don't you?
I don't know anything for sure. But considering how the reps at the prison clammed up, something's gone down there.
Of course, I would use your help if I could.
Anna, I know how the game is played. You got to keep your cards close to your chest, okay?
Yeah.
But don't forget, the person you're looking for concerns me too. Liesl Obrecht. She almost killed Robert, put him in a coma for almost a year. I want her brought to justice as much as anyone.
Right. Obrecht is involved in this case, but really, I'm not at liberty to say anything else. I'm sorry.
Well, just let me know. Is there anything I can do to help?
Of course, I will let you know. Yeah.
So you two need a minute?
If you wouldn't mind.
All right. I'll go check in with Felicia.
Did you speak with Faison?
There was a few complications.
What did he say about our daughter?
He said Robin was alive.
Peace offering.
Thank you, but you don't need to offer peace. You were right about my conversation with Duke. I was trying to find out when Anna's back. I want to tell her about the call.
But Patrick, we agreed that it would be wrong to get Anna's hopes up, to even let her consider that Robin could have called you when we both know it was nothing.
But that's the thing, Sabrina. I don't think it was nothing.
I said stay away from me.
Careful, Robin. You don't want to upset the baby.
Like all the women in her family. Oh, yeah, Dr. Scorpio Drake has an inflated opinion of herself. Cesar's not here to see you. Allow me to introduce you to your grandson.
Hi, sweetheart. Look at that. Look. Hey. Yeah, my little grandson. Oh, you sweet. You know what? We are going to accomplish so much together, you and I. Yeah? Is that good fun?
So, this other person? You talking about Faison, bastard who killed Jason?
No, my apologies. Last year was not the first time that somebody assumed my identity.
Mm-hmm.
When I was first in Turkish prison, I had a cellmate. His name was Jonathan Paget. I assumed he was a plant. He found out everything he could about me. And then he came back to Port Charles and assumed my identity. He convinced Anna that he was me. That was after he'd had radical plastic surgery.
So, this other guy, he's the one who killed Julian?
Yes, Julian and I were destined to destroy each other, no matter who played my part. And I'm afraid Jonathan Paget will be of no help to you.
And Paget's dead?
Yes, rather poetic in a way. Julian and Paget faced each other at a cabin. Neither survived.
So there weren't any other witnesses? Nobody alive that could verify the story?
Nobody was a witness to the incident. Julian's body was discovered. Actually, by Robert Scorpio.
I knew it, Anna. I told you. Our daughter's alive.
That's what Faison said.
Well, what else did he say? Did he say where Albrecht may have taken her?
No, after he said Robin was alive, then he refused to give out any more information.
So he clammed up?
Not exactly. Faison wouldn't tell me where she is. He said he would show me, provided I went with him.
What?
And that's when Obrecht jumped me. And Faison and Obrecht, they got away.
You are beautiful. Yes, you are.
The spitting image of his opa.
You are a little sweet.
Say hello to your Großvater.
I don't understand. You said this is Patrick's son. This is also Faison's grandson?
Patrick is the father of our Wenig Cesar. And his mother, my darling Britta, is Cesar's daughter.
You're a cutie, are you?
On behalf of our Greece base crew, we'd like to welcome you to Athens. We're still waiting for a gate, so until we're parked safely at the airport, we ask that you remain seated.
Oh, come on. This is torture. We're in Athens and we can't even get off the damn plane? Are you...
I'm sure they'll find the gate for us soon.
Tell me about your family's island. What's it like?
Okay. It's beautiful. From a distance. Beautiful prison, I'll say that.
Oh, that's cheerful.
Right?
Hmm.
Well, I was born there. Spent the first 16 years of my life there.
Did you hate it?
No, not always. I lived with my uncle for the most part. And he had his flaws, but he was good to me. I remember when I was 8, my grandmother pulled a coup in the middle of the night.
Seriously?
Yeah.
A coup?
Right. Yeah, I woke up one morning and I came down to join my uncle for breakfast, and he wasn't there. My grandmother was. I didn't know if they had killed him, if he was ever coming back. I didn't know.
Did he
Yeah.
come back?
Yeah, It took him about a year, but yeah, he eventually was able to turn the tables and force her out.
Oh, so for a year you were with your grandmother on that island.
Yes, and I was absolutely terrified of her. But I will say she brought in her own pastry chef from Paris, and the croissants were incredible. Well, my uncle, as soon as he came back, he fired her entire staff. I didn't miss most of them, but I was sad to see that pastry chef go. Really was.
Sounds like you had a more bizarre upbringing than I did.
Oh, gosh. Don't waste your sympathy on me. I was incredibly privileged.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're being rerouted to an alternate gate. We apologize for the additional delay.
Delay?
Please feel free to use your cell phones at this time.
I have a missed call from Anna.
Well, what is it? What did she say?
She has some news on your mother.
You two are Britta's parents. My husband had a son with Faison's daughter.
In fact, he wasn't aware of it at the time.
But he is now? Does Patrick know that you have his son?
Enough questions. Look at him, so strong, so much intelligence in his eyes.
Yeah, it's an heir to be proud of, isn't it?
I told you. Aren't you glad you decided to come with me instead? That I brought you here?
Yeah, but I wish it hadn't been at my dear Anna's expense.
What? What are you talking about? What did you do to my mother?
So when I came to, Obrecht and Faison were gone.
But are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. Of course I'm fine. The staff checked me over. I'm just frustrated because it was an amateur mistake. I should have had Obrecht restrained. Instead, I was distracted. I was distracted by Faison when I saw him. Oh, God, I loathe that man. I hate him. He has some kind of sick hold over me.
Look, let's not beat ourselves up over this,
I
all
let
right?
them get away clean. They didn't leave a trace.
So we have no leads. We have nothing. We don't know where our daughter is.
You don't even know that Faison is telling the truth. This could be some twisted game to get inside my head.
No, not this time.
You warned me. Faison is insidious. He's made this kind of obsessive study of my life. He knows what buttons to push. He knows what I am desperate to hear. He told me Robin was alive because I practically begged him to. That doesn't make it true.
You don't listen to Faison, you listen to me. I've seen her. I know she's alive. The minute we find Obrecht, we find our daughter.
Maybe this is a lead. Nicholas?
I was with you last night. You seemed to accept that it couldn't have been Robin on the phone.
I know that it doesn't make sense, but the more that I go over in my head, the more I'm convinced that I heard Robin.
You said the connection was terrible.
It was, and there was lots of static, and it kept cutting in and out.
And didn't the caller say something about the sun?
Like I said, that it was a bad connection, and I might have misunderstood that part.
Maybe you heard what you wanted to hear. It was Robin's birthday. You were thinking about her. It's understandable that your mind would play tricks on you.
Somebody called. I know Robin's voice, but let's just say that it wasn't her, then who was it?
What did you do to my mother?
Spare us the hysterics. Your mother's alive, much to my chagrin. She was surprised to find me one step ahead of her. Naturally, she tried to thwart our escape, but she didn't anticipate my resolve. Needless to say, I subdued her.
Looks like she didn't go down without a fight.
Such
good shot, Mom.
Insolence.
So if my mother wasn't there to intercept you, why was she at that prison?
Well, she came to see me. You see?
My mother hates you. Why would she willingly go anywhere near you?
Because your stupid father couldn't keep his mouth shut. He told your mother you were alive.
What are you doing?
My father's awake. He saw me and he knows that I'm alive. That's why my mom was there, because she knows that. She knows that you have me, and they're looking for me. Right now.
No, Nicholas, as far as I could tell, Obrecht didn't have Ben at the prison.
I understand.
I'm afraid I let her slip through our fingers again. I'm so sorry.
Don't apologize.
The WSB.
We're going to be on the trail of Obrecht and Faison, and as yet, they don't have any indication of
Where they've gone.
Britt and I may know where they are.
Why? Did Obrecht contact her daughter again?
She sent her a video message.
Did she say where she is?
She just went on about wanting to be a family again, but I recognized where the message was recorded. Obrecht was definitely on Cassadine Island.
Cassadine Island? Could you forward me that message?
Yes, of course.
Okay, I'll be on a flight to Greece then.
Okay. Britt and I actually just landed in Athens. As soon as we deplaned, we're chartering a boat to the island.
Under no circumstances do you go on that island.
Anna, with all due respect, it is my island. I own it. I have every right to go there.
You listen to me. This is dangerous. I want you and Britt to remain in Athens until I give you further instructions. Do you understand me?
If I made myself clear.
Yes, clear.
All right, I'll be in touch.
Great. When are we leaving?
Robert Scorpio found Julian's body.
You sound skeptical.
Well, you know, Scorpio has a history of faking deaths.
Indeed, but he wouldn't
Yeah.
use that expertise for somebody like Julian Jerome.
And why would you say that?
Because he was a threat, like all the Jeromes. He was a threat to me, to Anna, and by extension to Robin. I mean, the father, Victor Jerome, he was obsessive and pathologically greedy. The daughter, Olivia, she was a lunatic. The sanest of them all was Julian, but even he was dangerous and evil, so if Scorpio says he was dead, then he was most definitely dead.
Okay.
So it seems to me the man that you spoke to was intentionally misleading you.
It's pretty convincing.
Well, if there is a Julian Jerome, it's only somebody with the same name. I can assure you he is no relation.
What makes you so sure?
Julian only had a son. One son. He didn't even know he had him. He was adopted by Tony and Bobby Jones. He's Carly's brother, Lucas Jones. So, if that is all, gentlemen.
Actually, there's something else. How much do you know about your new boss?
Derek Wells. Why are you inquiring about him? Does this have something to do with Julian Jerome?
No, absolutely not. But since you're in my office, this guy Wells has been he's been taking shots at me in his newspaper. I barely even know the guy. I mean, I might have had one conversation with him. I haven't had any business dealings with him, but for whatever reason, he keeps coming after me. So, any inside information would be greatly appreciated.
I can't offer you much. I deal mostly on the corporate side. The editorial side, I don't have much say in. And personally, I hardly know Mr. Wells.
So you two weren't acquainted before you started working for him?
I'd never laid eyes on him before.
How'd you get the job?
Well, the same way most people get employment. I was looking for work, and just by chance and mutual acquaintances, I met Mr. Wells, and he offered to look at my resume.
So the guy just hired you, just like that?
Well, he was a little reluctant at first. He was a little concerned about my past involvement with organized crime.
Oh, he was?
Yes, but I assured him that part of my life was dead and buried. Especially now that I'm involved with Anna.
We leave now. We can be there in the morning.
Excuse me?
We can't afford to waste another day.
Robert, you don't understand. There's no we about this. I'm going to handle this. You're in no condition to walk out of this facility.
Come on, you yourself said it. I'm back on both feet.
You're not recovered.
Anna, this is our daughter out there. Our daughter. All those times, all those important occasions that I missed, what was I doing? I'm out saving other people's kids, but never my own. I failed her.
Robin never felt that. You were her hero.
Yeah, well, now it's time to start acting like one.
You need to get better.
When I was lying on that floor there, with Obrecht's needle stuck in my gut, Robin was wheeled past me, strapped to a wheelchair. I saw her. She saw me. She knows that I saw her. I heard her voice. She's waiting for me to come for her.
I know how badly you want this. I would feel the same way, but you are not strong enough. You can't risk it.
You're talking to me about risks?
Well, Robin would want you to be better.
Then it's a good thing that I'm the parent in this arrangement. Now look, I happen to know Cassadine Island. I can get us in and out of the compound undetected. I'm coming with you.
I offered to bring Anna to see you.
Stille! Despite Cesar succumbing to his adolescent crush and telling Anna that you're still alive, we were able to evade her.
Not for long.
She may have her suspicions, but she has no proof. In fact, considering all the times and all the ways Cesar has deceived your mother, double crosses, brainwashings, hypnosis, latex Max, it's doubtful that she believed him when he told her you were alive.
Of course, my sweet Anna believes me.
More importantly, she and your father haven't the slightest idea where to find you, so you see, my dear Dr. Scopio Drake, this changes nothing.
Look, even if I agreed that I needed your assistance, and I'm not saying that I do, I still think it's better that you stay here.
Is this your version of reverse psychology?
No, I know better. But have you thought about your brother? You know, he doesn't know what we believe about Robin, and if you suddenly hop a plane to Greece, what are we going to tell Mac?
Tell me what?
Thanks for coming by.
Happy to be of service.
Thanks for all the info. It was great. And, you know, it makes me feel really good that you're on the straight and narrow, especially working for Derek Wells.
Well, I don't know why that should be so important to you. And I don't suppose you're going to tell me. But if you come across anything, any information that concerns Anna and me, I trust you will keep us in the loop.
Yeah. We'll see.
Well, that's it.
You think?
Yeah, I mean, Lavery made a real compelling case due to the fact that Julian Jerome is dead, which means he isn't Derek Wells. I mean, he's definitely not the head of some rival syndicate that went after our shipment.
Lavery regrets anything to do with the mob. You heard him talking about Anna. He's not going to do anything, you know, criminal as long as he's with her.
So?
Julian Jerome is a symbol of what he left behind. He wants to believe that he's dead and buried. Does not make it true.
Robert Scorpio was the police commissioner at that time. He saw Jerome dead. How did you get around that?
Cops lie all the time, you know, for different reasons.
With all due respect, I think you're too attached to your theory about Julian Jerome and Derek Wells being the same person. I mean, it was a good idea, but it didn't pan out. Look, I'll look into some other leads and see what I can come up with.
No. Stay on the Jeromes. I got a gut feeling. Something doesn't sit right with me.
At long last. I keep an apartment in the city. We can rest there for a few hours.
Oh, is the boat you hired still there?
Yeah, I haven't canceled the charter yet.
Great. How long is it to Cassadine Island?
But Anna told us to wait.
Anna also told me she was going to help me find my son before she decided to take the scenic route through Switzerland.
Whatever she's doing, I'm sure it's to
That's
help
my
find...
baby out there, Nicholas. I'm going to get him. Now. Whether Anna likes it or not.
Just was trying to stop him from exerting himself, you know, in case he had a relapse, and then I'd have you to answer to.
Yeah, nice try. I assume it was about the case. Yeah. I guess for a minute I was missing that life.
That's understandable. How's Felicia?
Yeah, well, about that. Look, Robert, now that you're back on your feet, I need to get back to Port Charles. Something's going on with Maxie. She needs me.
Is everything all right?
It will be. At least I hope so.
You listen to me, little brother. You've got to do whatever you've got to do now. Maxie's your daughter. And I know you're going to do whatever you can to help her.
Well, thanks. I can't tell you how great it is to see you back.
Likewise.
All right. I'll see you back in the States.
Yeah, safe travels.
Okay, thank you.
I think your last excuse just walked out the door. Now, if you're going to this island, I'm coming with you.
I have so much to teach you. Do you know that? So much you need to understand, sweetheart. Yes, indeed.
Come now, Caesar. It's been an exhausting day. You need to get to know your little grandson away from this gutter trash.
You messed up, and you know it. My parents are the best at what they do.
Your presence here proves otherwise.
My mother already managed to injure your hand. I wonder what she'll do to you the next time she sees you. Or my father, for that matter. He won't be distracted next time. He will kill you both without hesitation.
Yeah, you sure have your mother's fire.
If I had my mother's gun, I'd blow your head off.
Enough of this nonsense. You are in no position to make threats.
Maybe not. But I can promise you one thing. Now that my mother and father know that I'm alive, there is nothing that will stop them from finding me.
Oh.
We'll see.
Shall we? Is it possible maybe somebody wanted you to think that Robin called you?
What are you saying?
Well, I don't know, like a prank call or something. Maybe that's why the number was blocked, so you couldn't trace it.
So you think a kid called me pretending to be my dead wife?
No, you're right. Kids wouldn't do that.
So who would then? Who would do something like this?
I'm not sure. Hey, do you mind if I take off for a little while? I just remembered I promised Felix to meet him.
Yeah, of course. I'll see you later.
Yeah, count on it. Hey, try not to let this get to you, okay? It's the last thing Robin would want. She loved you. So do I.
Love you too.
Let me out of here! Faison, if you know what's good for you, you'll let me go. You're not gonna get away with this. My parents know I'm alive. They're gonna come get me. Mom and Dad, they're gonna come get me out of here.
Robert, I know how much you want to find your daughter, but you are in no condition to travel, let alone be a critical asset in a covert operation.
My knowledge of Cassadine Island makes me a critical asset.
So brief me. Okay, take me through the whole place, the compound, the entrances, the exits, the whole thing. Go ahead.
The way I see it, we have two choices. We can either go in as a team, which really increases our chances of success, or we go in separately. You go in first, I follow an hour later. Either way, I'm coming with you.
Oh, God.
This is our daughter out there, Anna. I'm not going to let Robin slip through my fingers again. So, shall we?
What are we waiting for? Let's go get our daughter.
This is Dr. Robin Scorpio Drake continuing my attempts to create another dose of the remedy for polonium-210 poisoning. I have diligently reviewed my notes from the last batch, but so far I have been unsuccessful. At this rate, the patient, Jerry Jacks, will die before I'm able to create another dose. However, he would be well on his way to recovery if he hadn't given the first dose away. So, I just have to keep him alive long enough for my parents to find me and get me off this godforsaken rock. Mom? Dad?
I'm afraid not. Miss me? You to see me? You thought I was dead, didn't you?
I live in hope. Sit down. Are you taking your meds?
For all the good they're doing me.
Well, you need to rest.
I've been resting.
You need to rest more. You don't want to aggravate the situation.
So you can hatch up an escape plot with your tiny co-conspirator? Wait a minute. Robin. Where's the baby?
Hør her, min lille øjesten. Når du bliver voksen engang, så skal jeg lære dig at knuse dine fjender, som man træder på en myretue. Så skal du få lov til at regere verden med en jernnæve. Jätteskär min lille blodkropp.
Caesar, the staff has prepared a chamber. Shall we? Your little namesake is a darling, isn't he?
Yeah, he's fortunate enough to have my looks.
He shall be a testament to your name. Together, we will raise a glorious wunderkind.
His mother might have a word to say about that.
Welcome to Castelline Island. Hall of Mirrors on the right, torture chamber on the left. Joking about the mirrors, of course.
Which way to the nursery?
I'll take you there as soon as I check in with security.
No. The longer we take, the more time my psychotic parents have to get away with my son.
It's not gonna happen. We'll get Ben back. And then I'll take care of your parents.
What have you done with the baby, Robin?
He made a break for it through the air vent. I tried to stop him, but he overpowered me. I mean, what do you care about the baby? It has nothing to do with you.
Well, aren't you concerned? After all, the boy's your husband's son. Or that perhaps you just don't care because he's not yours.
No, it doesn't matter who the father is. It's still an innocent little baby.
And perhaps you think you're better off leaving the top behind when you return to Port Charles so you can better focus on your other competition, Nurse Santiago.
I do need to get back to Port Charles and Patrick and Emma and the rest of my life that you ripped me away from.
Well, as I've explained, it was nothing personal. You were just a means to an end.
Well, allow this means to an end to remind you that you're currently dying.
I don't need a reminder. I just feel like hell.
Then you and Crazy Obrecht and Crazier Faison can get the hell out of my way and let me get back to the business of saving your sorry life.
Wait a minute, Faison? Cesar Faison? I thought he was tucked away in a maximum security prison in Switzerland.
I wish Dr. Obrecht broke him out of prison so that he could bond with his grandson. So that's where Patrick's baby is now, at a psycho family reunion.
Never underestimate the mother's love for a child. If she's anything, if Britta is anything like Anna Devane, she'll
Oh, enough
stop
about
at
that
nothing.
English word. I'm a mother, too. I know more about the bond between parent and child than you or your Anna could ever hope to learn.
Yeah, well, what about your daughter's bond with this child? Is it at all as strong as that?
Look at that. Look at that. Rita's feelings have been ambivalent at best. She didn't even want him at first, but she almost aborted him.
What? She didn't... She would do it well with my grandson?
Don't hold it against Britta. She was lost and alone.
She was weak. You were strong.
In the end, I prevailed upon her to keep the baby, and no harm was done.
No, you did well.
I did it for you, so that your name should live on.
Yeah. And he shall wear it proudly.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will.
I also did it for Britta. She's a competent physician, but otherwise her skills are rather marginal. Relating to children is least among them. Yes, Cesar is better off with us. Our Britta will thank us in the end.
We should split up. That way we can cover more ground.
No. This place is like a maze. If you get lost and your parents find you before I do...
Right now, I am way more lethal than both of my parents combined. Trust me. So I need to find my son.
I don't think we're gonna have to look very far. It's still warm.
The suspense.
Yeah.
You're right. He's here. My baby is in this house.
Freeze!
Wait a minute. Obrecht brought Faison here.
So you didn't check the guest book? You might want to tell the chef there'll be 2 more for dinner tonight.
That wretched woman and her obsession with that maniac will bring the WSB right to us.
Look on the bright side, Jerry. Maybe the cavalry isn't coming. Maybe they're already here.
The gun down. I don't pay you to confront me in my own home.
Prince Nicholas, I apologize. I mistook you for an intruder. Please, forgive me.
They really talk to you that way?
Word never reached me of your arrival.
That's because I didn't send any. No, I recently became aware that the island has become home to some outsiders. I'd like to assess the situation without alerting anyone to my presence.
But the staff and I were led to believe that these were your guests.
Really? Well, tell me about them. Did they happen to have a baby with them?
No, I know nothing of a baby. Perhaps the woman does.
What woman?
Dr. Albrecht.
I'm your grandfather, and you may call me Papa. Yes, you may call me Papa. And you're my grandson, and I shall call you Cesar. Yeah? And you know what, sweetheart? You're gonna have everything in the world. I promise you. And anyone.
Enough, Cesar. The boy is weary. And so am I. Why don't we retire?
The W might be coming for Faison and Obrecht, but no one is coming to save you.
Well, obviously you haven't met my mother and father. They'll be here.
Not in time.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're finished, Robin! We both are. I've no intention of staying on this island stuck with that Teutonic wretch while awaiting the arrival of the WSB. I've had it. I'm gone.
Well, then what are you gonna do?
I'm going home to see my mother and my brother one last time.
And you're gonna let me go home, too.
Robin. Of course not. Now! Any last words? Huh?
Wait.
We
Please.
had a deal, Robin. You saved me, then I save you. But you didn't live up to your end of the bargain.
But I can still save you.
Stop it! You're demeaning yourself.
I'm telling you the truth, Jerry. Jerry, you don't have to die.
And we all have to die one day. You're just going first. You see, you don't have enough time to generate
You're right.
a cure.
There is not enough time. But there is another way.
Either is Dr. Obrecht alone or is she with someone else? Do you mean Mr. Jax? Mr. Jax.
Yes.
Jax. Mr. Jerry Jax.
For my skepticism, I have to question your timing. I'm about to shoot you, and this is when you announce that there's another way to cure me.
Because I just thought of it right now.
Oh, how terribly convenient.
I don't think that I need to make another dose. I think that it may already exist.
Where? In a pharmacy?
In the bloodstream of the person who you already gave the cure to. So all you have to do is find the man who stole the cure from you and get it back.
You're kidding. That's just bloody marvelous.
What's wrong with you? I just told you that I know how to save your life.
The problem is, the man who stole the cure is Luke Spencer, and he's gone.
Cesar, did you hear me?
Yes, of course I heard you. I'm standing 5 feet away.
I'm waiting for you. I've been waiting for a long time. Come to bed.
Well, I'm not tired.
I said nothing about sleeping.
My little sweet grandson, you're gonna sleep a little bit, right?
You'll keep. You know, it's best for the Cesar. A strong boy needs a strong upbringing. We must rear him together as one. Be one with me.
I can't make you happy.
Happiness is for dogs and Americans. I desire allegiance. Is it really so much to ask? Especially after I have given you so much and still I have so much more to give.
Is that so?
You spent the better part of a year in confinement. You must feel stymied. Allow me to clear the blockage.
Grant me one request.
The clamps?
A mask. Wear it.
You're taking orders from Jerry Jax?
Yes, sir. You said you put him in charge.
Isn't Jerry Jax, isn't he the psycho that poisoned the Port Charles water
Yes,
supply?
that's the one.
I thought he was dead. Wasn't there some explosion?
Jerry's death is often greatly exaggerated, unfortunately. Is he on the island now?
Yes, sir. Last I saw, Mr. Jackson was downstairs.
Downstairs where?
In the lab.
What, Luke stole the cure? So he was the one with polonium poisoning?
Yes, he was indeed. It's a bit ironic, don't you think? You are toiling away in anonymity while upstairs your mother's one-time lover is lying in wait for me with Tracy Quartermain.
Luke and Tracy were here? Were they looking for me?
Not everything's about you, Robin. Luke was searching for the same thing as me, the cure for polonium poisoning.
How did Luke end up with polonium poisoning?
Oh, well. Luke's affliction came courtesy of Helena Cassadine. I was going to test a dose of the cure on him to make sure it was safe. And, Tracy intervened and absconded with the whole thing.
Well, then it sucks to be you right now. Because Luke is the key to your survival. And you let him get away.
You want me to what?
Put on the mask.
You want me to wear this? In bed?
Could be fun.
Can you not look at me? Does the thought of lying with you turn your stomach so? Or can you simply not perform for anyone but Anne and Devane?
I'm sorry, but you told me you would do anything for me.
No! I will not debase myself. How dare you ask me after everything I have done for you?
I think I'm the one who would be doing a thing for you.
No longer, Caesar.
How dare you?
Push me again, and I'll do far worse.
What's your step?
What? You'll sick the gods on me? Go ahead, call them. I think you'll find that your influence has diminished since your incarceration, while mine has grown exponentially. Perhaps it is you who should watch your step around me.
Where do you think you're going?
If you get lonely, I suggest you don the mask and behold your reflection. That should bring you hours of pleasure.
I need you to organize security, round up all the outsiders, Obrecht, Jerry Jacks, anyone. You
Yes, sir.
understand?
Right away.
And they probably have an infant with them.
That would be my son.
Yeah, and once they find him, they need to separate the boy from the interlopers and protect him. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
All right, I need to go figure out what he's doing in my
Okay,
lab.
wait, I'll go with
no,
you.
No. You have to stay here.
Well, you just said we shouldn't split up.
That's before I found out that Jerry Jackson was involved. Okay, he's immoral. He's ruthless. You understand? I watched him shoot an innocent woman right in front of me for no reason at all.
He's that dangerous?
Yes, he is. I have to go find a gun right now and shut him down.
Okay, but he could have my son.
That's why we have to be careful. I promise you, you will be reunited with Ben, but you have to stay here.
All right. Change of plans. Instead of killing you, I'm going to go back to Port Charles. I look forward to personally drawing Luke's blood. How much do I need, by the way? Well, it doesn't matter. I'll take all of it to be on the safe side.
Let's go.
What makes you think you're coming with me?
What makes you think a simple blood transfusion will fix you right up?
If this is a stall, and you're depriving me of spending my last days on Earth with the two remaining people I love, I will kill you. And I will take your loved ones for good measure.
This is not a stall. I think I can cure you, but it is not a simple blood transfusion. I have to go with you to Port Charles. Now that that's settled, when do we leave?
Tonight, if I decide to take you with me.
But
forgive me if I don't take your word for anything. I don't make life or death decisions lightly. At least when my life is hanging in the balance.
Jerry, you need me. Without me, you're a dead man.
So noted. But I have other business to attend to, namely Faison and his $88 million cure he failed to deliver.
The longer you take to make this decision, the closer you get to dying. Jerry! Jerry!
Jerry?
Screw it, I cannot sit on my hands. My son is here. I have to find him. Nicholas? Mother.
I love you, Patrick. And I'm coming home to you. To both of you. Either Jerry will bring me or my parents will find me first, but no matter what, I'm coming home.
Rita, you here? Yes, I'm here. I'm here to get my son.
You never believe what your father was trying
I don't care.
It was so demeaning.
I said I don't care. Now, where the hell is my son?
Oh, sorry, sweetheart. Now, where were we before we were so rudely interrupted by Grandma? Hmm?
Tell me where he is, Mother. What have you done with him? Damn it! If you don't tell me where my son is right now, I swear I will tear you to pieces.
He's upstairs. Wait, Rita, there's something I need to...
Let me go!
Made your decision already?
Patrick, what is it?
Marry me.
You okay? Never better. What is the mother hen thing suddenly? Look, if there's not an Obrick here somewhere, we find them, we're going to find Britt's kid.
Maybe us too.
We're going back to Fort Charles tonight or what? Nicholas?
Excuse me.
Robin. You're alive.
Hi, sweetheart. Do you know what? Now it's only you and me. And it's time for us to go. Yes, it is. Britta? Take downstairs. I'll go up.
No. If Robin's here, we should both find her.
It's not a contest.
No, I know that. It's a rescue mission, but we're her parents. I want us to find her together.
Whoa! Here's a sight to gladden the heart.
What is it?
Somebody got the better of Obrick. I must say, it didn't bother me to see her like this. Given the problems she's caused myself and Robin. Look, one for own time's sake, I just put one in her and finish it.
Don't look to me to stop you, but we need answers. Okay?
It's your lucky day. Wake up, bitch. I hardly recognized you. It's been a long time.
It has. I see you've met Ben.
You mean Cesar?
No, I mean Ben. My son. Give him to me, Father. Give me my son.
Nicholas, you have no idea how happy I am to see you.
What? Wait, everyone in Port Charles thinks you died in an explosion at General Hospital. How did...
No, it was all staged somehow.
Okay, there was proof they found your body, Robin.
I don't know whose body it was, but it wasn't mine. It's me, Nicholas. I'm here. And so are you, thank God. Oh my God, thank God. Thank God you're here.
Come on, wakey. Have a nice rest.
At least it didn't last as long as yours.
Where is she? Who? You know. Where's Robin?
How did this happen?
I've already asked you once, Father. Now give me My son.
Well, you can't be trusted to rear him, neither can your mother. You see, only a man can teach him what he really needs to know.
I don't care what you want to teach him. He's my son.
No, you're mistaken. You see, your mother gave him to me.
She had no right. He's my little boy. I love him. You can't have him.
I hoped Anna would give me a son. Sadly, it wasn't to be. But this was. I finally have an heir. A male. Yes. My own flesh and blood. Yes.
No, Father, you're the one who's mistaken. Ben isn't your flesh and blood.
How are you still alive, Robin?
It was all part of Jerry's crazy plan.
Jerry Jacks. Is that why he's here?
Yes. He wanted me to come up with a cure for his polonium poisoning, and so he's held me captive here, and then they moved me from place to place, and all I've been doing is just waiting for someone to figure out that I'm still alive. And wait, oh my God. Patrick told you that I was here, didn't he? I knew that I got through to him when I called. I knew it. Wait, I don't understand. Why didn't Patrick come himself?
Patrick didn't send me.
So, wait, he didn't tell you that I called?
No, I don't know anything about a call. Robin, I had no idea that you were even alive.
Then if you don't know that I'm alive, why are you even here?
I'm trying to help my friend Britt find her little boy.
Oh, no.
Her mother kidnapped him and brought what? What do you know?
Obrecht, she brought him here, the baby, and I took care of him.
What? Are you is he okay?
I took care of him. I took care of him for Patrick.
For what do you mean?
Well, the baby. I mean, he's Patrick's son.
Patrick is not the father of Britt's baby.
More lies. Tell us where we can find Robin. I've already told you. She's dead.
Don't even go there. I've seen her with you alive.
You dreamt of her while you were in a coma.
You were trying to kill her.
I stand corrected. It was a nightmare.
I came into the room. She was strapped to a bed. I took the needle meant for her.
If you're so certain my intent was to kill your daughter, wouldn't I have completed the task once you were out of commission?
But you didn't. Faison told me that she's alive.
You fool. He'd say anything to please you.
He told me he'd take me to her.
Cesar didn't want to take you to your daughter. He wanted to take you to his bed. And when he failed to entice you, he tried to use me as your replacement.
I'm sorry, what?
Are you happy? He wants only you. Never mind that I am the one who is loyal. I freed him from prison. I brought him a boy child. He wants me to wear your face in his bed. I should have never made that mask in your image. It's only given him more reason to inflict pain on me.
It's obvious Faison has hurt you. You could hurt him back by helping us. Tell us where we can find Robin. Faison doesn't deserve you. You've been loyal to him for years. And how's you repaid that? By humiliation. You've risked your life, your freedom. For what? Has he returned your affection? I don't think so. He just wants you to be me. You deserve more.
In ways this of interest to you?
I just think it's time for Faison to get what he deserves. Don't you? I mean, you are gonna have to be punished for what you did to Robert. And to Robin. But if you cooperate with us, I will see to it that the court goes easy on you. And I will put Faison away for good. Yeah? Your daughter Britt, she said that you don't care about her, but I know that's not true. She may not agree with your methods, but you only want what's best for her. Because you're a mother. Your child is your number one priority. So you can understand what I'm going through. Believing that Robin is alive. And not being able to find her. And what about your own child? Your own daughter? She's suffering without her baby. You can put an end to all of this. You can have your revenge on Faison. If you just tell us where Robin is. And maybe we can find Britt's baby too.
I will tell you what you want to know.
All right, Father. Not one drop of your blood is in my son.
Of course it is. He's my grandson.
Not the way you want him to be.
Did your mother lie to me about you? Are you some other man's bastard?
No. She didn't lie to you about that. Unfortunately. I have your DNA, but Ben doesn't.
You talk a lot of nonsense. Look at me. If you truly are my daughter and carry my DNA, how can you say little Cesar isn't my family?
Because I'm your biological daughter, but Ben isn't my biological son.
Nick is not the father of that little boy.
No.
But Obrecht told me that he was.
Probably so you'd be willing to take care of him.
No, I saw the DVD of the nurse's ball, and Britt walked on stage and announced to everybody that she was carrying Patrick's baby.
She was lying. She was in love with Patrick, but he wasn't in love with her.
I was so worried that Patrick was losing his mind, wondering where his baby was.
Where's the baby now?
Obrecht came back a few hours ago and took him with Faison.
Do you know where they took him?
No, I don't know.
Did they say anything that might help me find them?
All Obrecht said was that Faison had to spend time with his grandson.
Ben isn't my flesh and blood. Which means he can't be yours.
What's the meaning of this, Britta? Who is this child? Who is it? Some foundling your mother brought?
No.
In order to win over my affection or what?
No, he's my son.
What, did you adopt him?
No.
No. Because I remember your mother told me you gave birth.
She was right. I gave birth, but she didn't tell you everything, okay? I carried this child. I gave birth to him, but he's not my biological son. He doesn't have your blood. Thank God.
I don't understand this.
Mother says you're some brilliant scientist. Figure it out for yourself.
You're gonna tell us where Robin is? Or Britt's baby? Or both?
You'll see.
Where do we find them?
There's a laboratory downstairs. What you're looking for is there.
Robin's in the lab? With the baby?
I've said enough. You'll see for yourself.
If you're lying, we'll be back. But in the meantime.
So, Father, you must see now that you don't want my baby.
Well, I see you lying. Trying to trick me into giving you this baby.
I'm not lying! If you don't believe me, go ask my mother.
That cow, I'm not gonna ask her nothing.
Please, just let me have him.
I will just tie off you quickly. Go. Please go. Just go.
I'm not going anywhere without my son.
Just go!
I'm not going anywhere without my son.
Obrecht was really vague. I mean, I can't be sure where they took the baby.
They might still be here. Britt's upstairs. I have to go to her. Wait here. I'll come back for you.
What? No, I have to come with you.
I'll come back, Robin. I swear.
Nicholas, no, you don't understand. I have been locked up in here for a really long time. I can't be here. I have to come with you.
Obrecht and Faison might still be on the ground, so who knows what they're planning. And you know how crazy Jerry is. And honestly, I don't know how loyal the staff here is to me at this point. Okay, I swear I'll come back. You're safer here.
No, Nicholas, you're not leaving me.
Don't make this difficult, Britta. I'm leaving, and I'm taking Cesar.
You're gonna have to kill me first.
He's not here.
Ding dong, witches. Down for the count.
Here. If she tries anything, shoot her.
Oh, don't worry, I will. Go find Britt and the baby.
Oh, Greg lied to us.
Maybe not, Robert, look. Oh my God. Our daughter was here. Robin was here.
I want to take back the proposal. I know what I want. And it's you. Spring last year, I was caught in a fog of grief. And quietly, you came into my life with your big hair and your big glasses. You made me and Emma smile. When I didn't know if we were ever going to be able to smile again. Before you, I was simply putting one foot in front of the other. Just trying to get through my day. And then before I knew it, everything was better. I was better, and I realized that I could have a life again without Robin. I know this is all sudden, and this proposal surprised me just as much as it surprised you. But I love you. And I know I don't have a ring, but I have this. I want you to be my wife. I want to have a family with you and with Emma. And I want you to be beside me for the rest of my life. Sabrina Santiago, will you marry me?
Get away from my son, you freak!
The boy stays with me.
Never.
Take your hands off her. I swear to God, I'll kill you right here.
I'm free. I'm finally free. And guess what? I won, Obrecht. After all those times that I got so close, it's happening. I'm finally going home to Patrick and Emma.
You're really sure about this?
As sure as I've ever been. Will you marry me?
Yes. Yes, Patrick, I'll marry you.